and only they're using public money to fund their private parties.
Yeah.
You know, and we have that kind of thing going on in Kansas City right now, where it's like, you know, it's supposed to be a public group.
You go through downtown and take a left.
Yeah.
Unless you're going somewhere else.
A hangover pizza place, or hangover Panics.
I think it closes at 4 in the afternoon.
No, I was just saying we're going to be passing them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, exactly. You know, it's like they start out being a little group of friends, like maybe a group of artists or whatever. And you know, that kind of thing turns my stomach anyway. I wouldn't like to belong to a group of people that
would have you as a member.
Well, no, their sole reason for existence seems to be to look down their noses at everybody.
Yeah.
Because, you know, to me, when you're doing that, essentially all you're trying to do is elevate your position in the world by putting others down.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not a productive, creative thing. It's not anything I want to be related to. It's not open.
Yeah.
Eventually, you know, like so many forums we've been on the internet where people start trying to do that kind of thing. Eventually, all you end up doing is talking about the forum. You're talking about who's in control, who's going to have the right to run the party, who's not included, who, you know. And after a while, it's like, well, didn't we start this because we were into art, or did we start this because we were musicians into music, or fans, or... But where did all these people come in and take over that wanted to turn this into a another fraternity or sorority, you know?
Yeah.
I was going to mention, this is a good time to try and mention Topeka 66606.
Yeah.
Or Swoboda 66606.
Yeah.
Which, I'll send you that thing again, but I'm not going to twist your arm into writing on it. But I think that some of your rants you've been putting online, they kind of like things that you put on MySpace and Facebook.
Hey, feel free.
They disappear, you know, and you might as well just put them on a blog that will stay around for a while.
Feel free to cut, copy, and paste if I don't.
Yeah.
And you see, believe it or not, I've got...
You guys haven't written anything out.
I've got 5 or 6 different people with blogs and stuff that want me to write for them. One, even a print magazine here in Topeka. And I tell them basically the same thing I tell you. It's like, love to do it, sure I'll do it. I am completely inconsistent and unreliable.
We already know this.
Yeah.
This is the exciting downtown Topeka on a Thursday night. Although they started building this, whatever it is.
Yeah, there was a big hole in the ground.
Well, it was a big, nice building at one time, too.
Well, the building wasn't so nice like some of the other things. The building that was there, Crosby Place, had rotted so much that the roof was literally falling through the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's take a left here.
All right. But unfortunately, Topeka, I think that Topeka's idea of developing downtown will be a bunch of chains, and that's probably what they want to hold out for.
There is Downtown Topeka Incorporated, DTI, which I think stands for Death to Topeka Incorporated. And it's sort of like a kind of a Chamber of Commerce sort of thing for downtown Topeka. And it's always been run kind of like an even snobbier, stupider version of the Chamber of Commerce. All the businesses pay their dues to it. There's a certain amount of racketeering, extortion to it, where basically, you know, buy into this, we're going to fuck you over. Now,
you do Chroma Keying with this, which is kind of, you can't really tell very well, but this is, this background here is a little bit...
Now this place, this building, I believe, now I think we're going to want to take a right here too, if we can go. Now, some people bought that building and they're going to put in a little cafe coffee shop thing, and I'd been hearing about that before I read about it in the paper. And they're kind of like, hey, we're trying to do something downtown. We got this building. We're fixing it up. We're going to open up our thing here. Let's see, where are we? 5th Street. Okay, we want to go down. I think another block, and there's a thing I haven't actually seen, but I want to go by. But I think there is a little bit of movement in downtown Topeka and Topeka. A little bit of hopefulness, and it's kind of, you know, maybe I just have a habit of stating the obvious too loudly. But it's oh, we want to go down another block. That's one way. And I have a habit of giving myself way too much credit for things. But you know, it was stuff I was saying about Topeka 7, 8, 9 years ago when I moved back here, and you know, that stuff wasn't a huge revelation to me. And it's basically like, you know, downtown Topeka, Chamber of Commerce, you country club rotting weezers, the best thing you can do is loosen your grip and get out of the way. You know, and the phrase that keeps running through my mind lately is, I think I saw it on a bumper sticker, which is basically lead, follow, or get out of the way. And,
well, maybe it's coming to a time, maybe you're right, and it's coming to a time where literally these people are dying off.
Yeah. But I remember talking to people at Downtown Topeka Incorporated, talking to them, you know, trying to get some grant money for my big coffee shop, pie in the sky, and the Chamber and this Go Topeka, which was all supposed to be all about Eco Devo. Now, here, creative photography. Oh, that's just photography. Now, some of these buildings along here.
Felder. Right people, right solutions.
Kansas Avenue
Cafe. Car Care Center.
Somewhere around here, and I thought it was, maybe it is the 400 block. Some people, and now I had looked at this building, and I think it's the same one. Fixing it up to make kind of an art gallery thing, and a bicycle repair shop.
Well, I'm sure that some of these people have gone to Kansas City, and why can't we do this here?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. They started this First Fridays art walk, but it's like spread out all over town in these, you know, and it's like, no, the art walk should really be kind of more about having things in a, it's blue.
It's blue.
You know, a condensed area, but then again, it happens where it happens, you know, for whatever reason. You know, it's even with the Dr. Dick Florida Rise of the Creative Class stuff, you know, you still can't sit there and say, okay, we're going to take this 6 square blocks and that's going to be our creative zone, and that's going to be, you know, that's not organic. That's like Frankenfood organics.
Well, the best thing that developers can do is try to work within a framework where they encourage organic and other types of development that can complement each other. You know, there's a right area for some things and a wrong area, you know. And sometimes organic things happen, like, you know, Kansas City Crossroads happened in an abandoned warehouse district.
Yeah.
The same with Deep Ellum in Texas.
Yeah. Well, Deep Ellum has a history going back to turn of the century, practically.
It was essentially the black downtown in the segregation era, and by the time of the 60s and 70s, it was an abandoned warehouse district.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we won't necessarily get into that, but, you know, desegregation was not always good. A good thing. I mean, ultimately, it's a good thing. It's what you want to happen. But when it was done in such a way to more disenfranchise blacks and to economically deprive blacks of their own power base, which in many cases it was, And in many ways, it was done in such a way as to take insiders within the community, you know, and benefit a few individuals over the whole, essentially sell out their people.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's, you know, like, so many of the things I was telling, like, people at Downtown Topeka Incorporated, and, other people, and as well as ranting on the internet, where your opinion really matters.
I wouldn't know. My airbag never went off, lol.
Yeah. You know, it seems like, I feel like I might have planted some seeds there. And of course, people are always going to be really resistant to a good idea. I thought that was somebody else. I was going to yell something. There's Topeka's Gay Bar. Ironically, Topeka has always had a gay bar downtown, and the Phelpses have never fucked with them.
Well, let's go to the Phelpses.
Yeah, we could do a drive-by.
I'm gonna take you to a gay bar.
Drive-by shooting videos.
I wish we could get that song on here somehow. The gay bar song.
Yeah. But, you know, but I started seeing some of the same things I had said being turned into kind of catchphrases and buzzwords about, you know, some of the things were like, well, Topeka needs to grow in spite of itself, or, you know, things along the, God, I can't think of exact examples, but snotty things, I would say, basically, like, best thing the city of Topeka could do is get out of the way. You know, it's kind of like, don't help us, don't help, you know.
Snotty things to say.
Yeah. And,
like boogers.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm saying, look, there is so much potential in this town, but the city and the guys that really run things here have got such a stranglehold on it and are so xenophobic and so goddamn conservative, you know, that it goes way beyond just, you know, can't have gay marriage, can't have abortions, can't have, we got to shoot down anything liberal, you know.